Hi, I'm Dr. Franklin Allaire from the University of Houston downtown. In this video breakdown, we're going to continue exploring Domain A by taking a closer look at Science Teaching Competencies 3 and 4. Before we get started, spoiler alert. Please make sure that you've already filled out the first two columns of your KWL 2.0 chart and that you've answered the discussion prompts. If you haven't, please pause this video and take about 7 to 10 minutes to write down and share what you already know and what you want to learn about Science Teaching Competencies 3 and 4. Now that you've filled out your KWL chart and answered the discussion prompts, let's take a look at Science Teaching Competencies 3 and 4. Competency 3 says, the teacher understands how science impacts the daily lives of students and interacts with and influences personal and societal decisions. Competency 4 says, the teacher knows and understands the unifying concepts and processes that are common to all sciences. Just like Science Teaching Competencies 1 and 2, Competencies 3 and 4 are also broken down into multiple sub-competencies. The sub-competencies for Science Teaching Competency number 3 are: the beginning teacher understands that decisions about the use of science are based on factors such as ethical standards, economics, and personal and societal needs, applies scientific principles to analyze the advantages of, disadvantages of, or alternatives to a given decision or course of action, applies scientific principles and processes to analyze factors that influence personal choices concerning fitness and health, including physiological and psychological effects and risks associated with the use of substances and substance abuse. The beginning teacher understands concepts, characteristics, and issues related to changes in populations and human population growth, identifies and understands the types and uses of natural resources and the effects of human consumption on the renewal and depletion of resources, understands the role science and scientists can play in helping resolve personal, societal, and global challenges. The sub-competencies for Science Teaching Competency number 4 are: the beginning teacher understands how a unifying explanatory framework across science disciplines is provided by the concepts and processes of systems, order and organization, evidence, models and explanation, change, constancy and measurements, and form and function. Demonstrates an understanding of how patterns and observations and data can be used to make explanations and predictions, analyzes interactions and interrelationships between systems and subsystems, applies unifying concepts to explore similarities in a variety of natural phenomena. The beginning teacher understands how properties and patterns of systems can be described in terms of space, time, energy, and matter, understands how change and constancy occur in systems, understands the complementary nature of form and function in a given system, and understands how models are used to represent the natural world and how to evaluate the strengths and limitations of a variety of scientific models, including physical, conceptual, and mathematical. Now that we've learned about the competencies and sub-competencies covered in this module, it's time to dive a little bit deeper into some of the topics. In the Explore section, you'll be watching some videos that cover various topics contained within the competencies. In Module 2, you'll be able to explore several different areas. There are 9 videos in all covering things such as exploring how scientists do what they do, exploring harnessing science in and out of the classroom, and exploring human population and its impact. As you make your way through the exploration videos, please keep in mind the following guiding questions as they relate to competency number 3. How does a deeper understanding of science concepts and principles enhance a student's abilities to make informed and responsible decisions in their everyday lives, from personal health choices to environmental sustainability? In what ways do scientific advancements and research findings shape societal decisions, policies, and ethical considerations? And how can students critically assess the impact of science on these decisions and their consequences? And finally, can you provide examples of how science has played a role in influencing personal decisions or behaviors, and what potential ethical dilemmas or controversies may arise when science interacts with personal values and societal choices? These are the guiding questions that relate to competency number 4. What are the fundamental unifying concepts and processes that underpin all scientific disciplines, and how do they contribute to a holistic understanding of the natural world? How can students recognize and apply the common scientific principles and processes across different scientific domains, fostering a more interdisciplinary and interconnected approach to science education? And in what ways can a deep comprehension of these unifying concepts and processes enable individuals to address complex scientific challenges and make meaningful contributions to fields that extend beyond the boundaries of a single scientific discipline? To help you fully engage in the videos, I strongly recommend downloading the guided note-taking documents. I also recommend having a notebook handy, so that way you can take notes about anything that's covered in any of the videos and to write down some questions that you may still have after watching the videos.